Okay, we're here with the guys from Canyon. We've got Michael and we've got Erik, and they're going to talk us through the new 2011 bikes. Maybe we'll start with the road bike, and can talk us through a few of the key features.
Okay, so we have two road bikes here. That's the SLX and that's the Air Road. And the Air Road is a complete new bike for 2011. But maybe first we talk about the SLX because it's a well-known frame in Germany. And yeah, we made our first carbon fiber bike back in 2004, and this is the third generation of our carbon fiber road frame. It's very stiff, but it also has very good comfort. And for 2011, we have a new bike. It's called the Air Road, which, if you compare the frontal area of the two bikes here, is around 20% less frontal area than the SLX. The SLX is a bike that the guys at Omega Pharma Lotto ride, for example. And Philippe Gilbert just won yesterday the first stage with the Air Road at the Vuelta in Spain. And the Air Road is a so-called, we call it a breakaway bike.
Okay.
Because it has less aerodynamic drag than the SLX frame.
Yeah.
It's more aerodynamic and it has a bit more comfort, which is quite surprising because it's an aerodynamic bike, which you usually don't think has that much comfort. But this bike here is, in fact, is very comfortable. And
so what provides the comfort on the CF frame?
We use the so-called VCLS technology. That's on both bikes. We have the VCLS here. That means we have very thin seat stays. Yeah. We have a 27.2 diameter seat post. And the two seat posts here are very similar. But on the Air Road, it's an oval seat post for more aerodynamic. And we use a mixture of carbon fibers and basalt fibers. So it's not 100% carbon, it's carbon with basalt. Okay. And that offers the comfort on the seat post here. And this is the same here on the Air Road. And you also see the similarities here. We also have very thin seat stays, which also offer a lot of comfort. And the same here on the fork. This is also a basalt carbon mixture on the fork. So, Erik, how does it ride? Because you can tell much better than I can.
Oh, it's easy to explain. This SLX Ultimate frame is more an all-terrain weapon, so it's very stiff, but in the same way, it's comfortable. So it's a perfect bike to sprint or to ride uphill. And this is more a speed weapon. So if you like to go fast or to do racing, this is perfect.
Okay. And how do they compare in terms of weight?
The SLX is a bit lighter, for sure.
Is there much in it?
The SLX is around 130 grams heavy, lighter. The SLX is around 130 grams lighter than the Air Road. Yeah, sure. But that's not the point. I mean, if you have a climbing stage, for sure you will use the SLX because it's stiffer and it's lighter. Yeah. But the point is, you have better aerodynamics here. Sure. So if you're a breakaway rider, breaks away from the peloton, I think the Air Road is a better choice for you. Okay. Because it offers that extra percentage of speed over the SLX that you need to break away from the peloton. That's the thing. Yeah.
For a racer, it's always the question between speed and weight. Sure. So it's easy uphill race. This bike, the Ultimate, because it's this bike complete is always on the limit from the UCI weight limit. Yeah. It's in this. In this build is let's say for sure on the limit, and this bike is maybe 200 to 300 grams less. Okay. But it feels faster because of the shape from the tubes, and sure. It's around same speed. It's 20 to 40 watt less.
Okay, cool, brilliant. Okay.
Also from the geometry, if you compare the geometry of the two bikes, the Air Road has a shorter head tube,
Right.
Yeah, and a slightly longer top tube.
Yes.
So that means you also have from the position on the bike, you have a more aggressive position compared to the SLX. But on the same time, it's very adjustable. On both bikes, we have the same seat post, like I mentioned already before, which has an adjustable Z-back. It's adjustable from 15 to 35 millimeters. So you have 20 millimeters you can adjust not only by the seat rails, but also by the seat clamp.
Yes.
So that means, I mean, nearly every rider can find a perfect position here on the bike. Another new feature here on the Air Road compared to the SLX frame is the BB area, where we use a press fit BB here, which is also more aerodynamic than the old standard on the SLX. And the front.
I think we're struggling to get the noise of that.
Russians are coming.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Maybe I should repeat. Okay. Also on the front fork, this bike here is adjustable for the rider's liking. You can adjust the fork rake by 40 millimeters because we have a slot in here that you can turn around. So that means the fork rake is adjustable from 63 to 68 millimeters.
As much as that?
Yeah,
right, okay.
It leads to a total different riding characteristics. It's very stable, or it's very agile, as you like it. Because we not only aim this bike here to road races, but also to triathletes who do short distance triathlons, maybe with a clip-on handlebar, and they can use the slightly less agile setting for their liking because they want to have a very stable bike.
Sure. Yeah. And can you tell us how you swap between the two?
That's interchangeable. It's secured with this torque screw, and you can unscrew it, pull it out, put it in the opposite direction, and there you have the adjustability.
Okay.
The Air Road is not as stiff as the SLX. It can't be because it's an aerodynamic bike. But we use a whole different carbon fiber layout here. We use a lot more high modulus fibers here, which are much more expensive to have a very good stiffness here. Like I said, it's not as stiff as the SLX, but it's still very good in stiffness.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, thank you very much. I think that's a pretty comprehensive view of the two bikes and how they compare one to the other.
Okay.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you.
Bye bye.